Welcome back to Inside the PGTI. We're in Ahmedabad for the season opening event on the 2013 calendar, the Gujarat Kensville Challenge. Augustin Domingo stormed into the first round lead as he set a new course record at the Kensville Golf and Country Club with a 6-under par 66. That handed the Spaniard a one-shot advantage over Scotland's Andrew MacArthur and India's Shiv Kapoor. Kapoor, who won his last start at the end of 2012 and also had a top 10 here last year, had a flawless 5-under 67 in the evening, while MacArthur, whose lone Challenge Tour win came in 2008 in Spain, had as many as 8 birdies, but he also dropped 3 shots.
I didn't start very well. I was par after 8 holes, but then made birdie on the 9th and made 5 under on the second, on the back 9. So very happy.
To be honest, I didn't hold a lot of putts today. I left a lot of shots out there, so it was, I had the potential of being, 63 or 62, but can't complain. 67 is a good start, and top of the leaderboard. I would have taken it at the start of the day, so I'm happy.
Frenchman Victor Rieu led the chasing pack at the tied 4th spot at 4 under, alongside Wallace Booth and Jacob Glenemo. Indians Amardeep Singh Malik, Om Prakash Chauhan and Vishal Singh carded 2 under 70 and were tied for 12th place. 2011 champion Gaganjeet Bhullar, Rashid Khan and Himmat Rai were at 1 under 71, each tied in 20th place. The draw card of the tournament, Rich Beem, did not have the perfect of starts to the week after an opening round of 73. The former major champion withdrew at the halfway stage of the 2013 PGA Q School, having finished 186th on the money list a year ago. He was now looking for new challenges.
Coming to India and playing golf it was very exciting for me. So when I got the opportunity to come over here and play this tournament, I accepted very graciously. I think that to become a better player all around, you've got to challenge yourself and play worldwide, and that's what I've done the last year and a half, and I've enjoyed it.
Despite coming from a golfing background, taking up the sport as a serious career option was not something Beem had planned for.
My dad was actually a professional golfer. He was actually a golf pro. He worked in the club pro shop as a golf pro. So I was always around the game as a kid, played in high school and things like that. Even though it says I turned pro in 1994, that really didn't mean I was I was going to go out and be on the PGA Tour or anything like that. I played a couple of small professional events, but I never dreamed that I'd be playing golf on the stage that I have been over the last 15 years. It was just kind of something to do as a 22-year-old kid, turn pro and see what happens. And 6 years after the fact, I was very fortunate to get out on tour and have the success that I've been having.
Following his decision to become a professional golfer, his career faced a roadblock when he quit the tournament scene in 1995 after having no success on the mini tour events.
I kind of think I've been through a couple stages in my life as far as golf is concerned. I think I just kind of fell into a stage where, I played a few pro events, and the scores that I was shooting wasn't anywhere near what the winners were shooting, and I've kind of figured, well, these guys are so good at this level, how am I ever going to get to the top level? But what you have to understand is that no matter who you are, if somebody wins a tournament, you could put the couple of top pros out there in that tournament, and they may not win that event. So you have to kind of take everything in stride that the person that wins that week is one of the best at that time. And so, I just became disillusioned with the fact that, I was going to have any sort of game to compete against these guys. And, I kind of chose a different path and went to go work as a club professional. And really at that time, I had no other interest besides doing that.
Beem rejoined the tour in 1999, and the world turned around for the Texan when he became an overnight hero with his victory at the 2002 PGA Championship.
I was actually playing extremely well that year. I had actually won 2 weeks prior to that, the international tournament in Castle Pines, Colorado. And you know, so I was obviously playing at the top of my game, and it was actually a very interesting week for me. I got out there, I got in on Saturday and played golf with some friends on Sunday, and then on Monday I woke up very early and went out to the golf course. My caddy and I were the first ones on the golf course at 7 a.m. teeing off. And you know, it was just one of those things where the golf course just kind of fit my eye. It just seemed like it was a very simple, straightforward golf course. I didn't think it was. I thought the fairways were generously wide. I thought that the rough was very penalizing, but I also felt like I was driving it well. So I really didn't think much about the rough. I was looking at how wide the fairways were, and everything seemed to kind of work well. I think there was maybe 2 holes that I struggled with all week, but other than that, I think everything, the whole golf course looked very inviting to me. And you know, I was putting extremely well at the time as well. So it just, everything was kind of falling into place that week for me.
The unexpected success, though, cost Beam dear as his game went through another trough after the major victory.
I tried to do too much after the PGA. I didn't take some time away from the game and enjoyed life and take some time for myself. And you know, I think that kind of hurt me. I always kept pushing and pushing and pushing, but pretty soon you know, you can't do anything about it, and you kind of burn out. And I think I burned out a little bit. You know, I'd still like to take some more time off from the game, but you know, unfortunately, I don't have that much time on my side. I'm 42, and I'd still like to get out and compete. So you know, I'm trying to take everything a little bit slower, not spend endless hours on the driving range or doing things that I probably shouldn't be, but you know, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I think I'm in a pretty good routine.
The 42-year-old, who has seen it all in his 15-year career, has set specific future plans both on and off the course.
You know, from a playing standpoint, just kind of see if we can't get some status back on the PGA Tour. That's the ultimate goal. In the meantime, kind of play where we can. And then certainly I'd like to get into the booth. I'd like to be an announcer for a few years. I'd like to commentate about golf. I think that it's just a passion of mine. I love the game. I love to talk about it. I love watching these young kids play. They have such great talent, and you know, I'd love nothing more than talk about it.
From a cell phone salesman to a golf royalty, Rich Bean's journey is nothing short of a Hollywood blockbuster in the making. Andrew MacArthur took sole lead at the halfway stage thanks to a bogey-free 3-under second-round score. The 32-year-old Scotsman moved to 8 under 136 for 2 rounds, 2 shots clear of Shiv Kapoor, who carded a 71 on day 2.
Played really well today. Lots of pars, no bogeys, 3 birdies, so can't complain. Had lots of chances, but didn't hold quite as many putts as yesterday, but played maybe better tee to green.
First round leader Augustine Domingo signed for a 1/73 to finish the day in 3rd place on 5 under par alongside Tim Sluter and Wallace Booth. Victor Roux was at tied 6th alongside Italian Andrea Pavin at 4 under. United States' Daniel Im carded a 4 under on the second day to move up to 8th, accompanied by Indian duo of Gaganjeet Bhullar and Rahil Gangji with an overall of 3 under. As many as 19 Indians made the cut, which fell at 3 over. A certain Master Blaster comes visiting as the tournament approached its climax. All of that and much more after these short messages.